There are some love stories that don't just burn, they devour. A slow descent into chaos. A war between duty and desire. And at the heart of it, to people who should have never even looked at each other. That's the fire that rages through. This Sweetest Oblivion by Danielle Lori is not just a romance, it's a collision of two mafia worlds soaked in secrets, seduction, and sin. If you crave forbidden love, possessive men, and a heroine who isn't afraid to challenge fate, this audiobook is about to become your next obsession. Elena Abelli was born to play the perfect mafia daughter. Elegant, obedient, and polished too. Perfection. On the surface, she's everything her family could want. A golden girl raised in luxury and bound by blood to a powerful Cosa Nostra family in New York. Her reputation is spotless. Her smiles are practiced, and her life has been mapped out for her by traditions she can't break and a culture she can't escape. But beneath the perfect exterior, there's a fire burning. A hunger to be more than a trophy. To breathe freely, to make a choice that's her own. That hunger intensifies the day she meets Nicholas Russo. Nicholas is dark, dangerous, and merciless. A man whose name alone commands fear. He's not just part of the mafia, he is the mafia. Ruthless, calculating, and cold. He doesn't do softness, he doesn't do kindness, and he sure as hell doesn't do distractions like Elena Abelli. But fate has a cruel sense of humor. Because Nicholas isn't promised to Elena, he's supposed to marry her sister, Adriana. It should have made Elena, it should have kept them apart. It doesn't. From the moment their eyes meet across the crowded room, a storm begins to brew. He's everything she was taught to avoid. She's everything he was never supposed to touch. But the rules don't matter. When the air between them crackles with tension and their hearts start to betray their minds, what starts as innocent glances quickly morphs into stolen moments. Heated stares, quiet conversations laced with unspoken meaning. They're dancing on the edge of a blade, and the longer they ignore the truth, the deeper they fall. Nicholas Russo is unlike any man Elena has ever known. While others see her as fragile, Nicholas sees the real woman beneath the gloss. The girl who wants to be free. The woman who burns with a passion she tries to bury. And Elena, she starts to see beyond his cold exterior. Beneath the sharp suits and harsh words lies a man carrying the weight of his empire and the burden of loneliness. He doesn't trust easily, he doesn't love easily. But for her, he's willing to burn down the rules. Their connection isn't so violent, consuming, and so wrong. As Elena becomes entangled in Nicholas's world, her carefully curated life begins to unravel. Her family senses the shift. Her father grows suspicious. Her sister, Adriana, the sweet and fragile girl promised to Nicholas, becomes the center of a storm neither of them meant to create. But it's already too late. The more Elena tries to deny her feelings, the stronger they become. And Nicholas, he doesn't play by the rules. He doesn't care about arranged marriages or family expectations. He wants Elena, and he always gets what he wants. The tension between them ignites into a fierce, uncontrollable passion. What begins as quiet longing soon becomes a blaze that consumes them both. Their relationship is raw and volatile, full of jealousy, anger, lust, and longing. Every moment they share is a battle between what they want and what they know they can't have. And yet, the pull is undeniable. Nicholas becomes Elena's addiction, and she becomes his obsession. But love, in the mafia world, isn't romantic, it's dangerous. Secrets start to unravel. Betrayals come to light. Elena's perfect image cracks under the weight of hidden truths and forbidden love. Her family's empire begins to teeter, and every decision she makes puts more than just her heart at risk. Choosing Nicholas doesn't just mean betraying her family, it means stepping into a world where death is always one wrong move away. Nicholas is a man of control, but Elena threatens that. She makes him question his decisions, makes him feel things he thought he was incapable of. And when his possessiveness grows into something darker, Elena has to decide whether she's falling in love or being consumed. Nicholas may be dangerous, but he's also her protector, her anchor in a storm she never asked for. And when her world starts to fall apart, he's the only one who stands by her side, even if it means burning everything down for her. As their relationship deepens, the lines between loyalty and love blur. Elena begins to see the cost of her rebellion, the way power corrupts and love complicates. And Nicholas, he begins to see that love isn't weakness, it's war. A war he's ready to fight, even if it means destroying everything he built to protect it. But in the mafia world, nothing comes easy. Loyalty is currency, betrayal is fatal, and love is the most dangerous game of all. When Elena is faced with a decision that could change her life forever, she has to choose duty or desire, family or freedom, her future or Nicholas Russo. And Nicholas, he has to decide whether he's willing to break every rule, betray every alliance, and go to war with the world to keep the woman who set his soul on fire. The Sweetest Oblivion isn't just a love story. It's a story of rebellion, of identity, of what happens when two souls, destined to burn, finally collide. It's messy, intoxicating, and addictive. The kind of story that leaves you breathless. And by the end, you won't just fall in love with Nicholas and Elena, you'll crave them. Their chaos, their passion, their twisted, beautiful love. For fans of dark romance, enemies to lovers tension, and mafia danger, this audiobook is a ride you won't want to get off. And once you hit play, there's no turning back. Because some loves aren't sweet, they're savage. Link in description.